The ANC in KwaZulu-Natal will today brief the media in Durban on the way forward following the weekend drama at the 110th commemoration of King Dinuzulu KaZwelithini. A row erupted, you might remember, when ANC Chair Siboniso Duma grabbed the microphone quite literally from AmaZulu traditional Prime Minister Thulasizwe Buthelezi and would not allow him to introduce King Misuzulu KaZwelithini. We've got a team, of course, watching developments. Our reporter, Vusi Khumalo, is with our video journalist, Thulani Ngcobo, covering the story for us. And they join us now live. And, of course, we're not quite sure what's going to be said at this briefing once it finally begins. But there must be murmurs about what the ANC's response to this might be.
Yes, of course, we do not know for sure what the ANC will say and who will be addressing this gathering by the ANC, which is called a media briefing today to talk to the media about some of the tensions that has been sparked by the events that took place at Ulundi over the weekend when the ANC's Chairperson in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, who was also the economic development MEC in the province, grabbed that mic from the microphone from Reverend Thulasizwe Buthelezi, who is also the traditional Prime Minister to the Zulu monarch and also to the nations. There's been a lot of things said just post that event, in unfortunate event, I must say, that the ANC has also made a call to call for this media briefing, but we also anticipate that Begim Dolo, who is the secretary of the ANC here in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, should be the one who chairs that meeting to lead the proceedings here at the Pixlika Isagaseme. That's the ANC's provincial office here in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. As I'm talking to you now, just yesterday, the Amakosi, led by the King's Regiment Commander, Mr. Sipho Mhlongo, alongside the other commanders from the districts of 6 districts in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, also had a gathering where they also called or demanded Duma to urgently go and apologize to the Zulu nation and also to the Zulu monarch, because they felt that his action undermined and also embarrassed the king. Because you remember, of course, that that event or that action, that unfortunate incident took place in the presence of the president of the country, Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa, as well as the king himself, Misuzulu KaZwelithini, the premier of the province of KwaZulu-Natal, Nomusa Dube, as well as other dignitaries, especially now that there are these tensions that has been sparked, especially that has been simmering in the province, that's affected the IFP as well as ANC and of course the Amabuto, the regiments in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. So the ANC has called this meeting just to say that they've learned some invaluable lessons so that they can chart the way forward. They've got some lessons to talk to the media about and also chart the way forward. Well, yesterday also a number of things that were said there. The Amabuto, remember that on the event on Saturday there was that incident or an allegation to say that there were a lot of people who were injured. At the time, it was said that the attack was perpetrated by the IFP members, but Amabuto have come out strongly denouncing that and also defending themselves, saying that they also defended the IFP, denying any involvement of the IFP having perpetrating the attack on the members of the ANC who were seen wearing the ANC t-shirts at the event. They also partly or accepted responsibility on the attacks. They're saying that they are also going to visit some of the victims of that attack and offer their apologies. So today the ANC will say that after having learned some lessons from that unfortunate incident and also having also perhaps engaged with some of the Amabuto, they are going to chart the way forward today to be led by the ANC provincial leadership here in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. Ayanda.
Yeah, and Vusi, I imagine that the ANC will also have to come out strongly against any kind of sign of political intolerance, given some of the violence that we saw unfolded after that particular gathering, especially when you consider that if history is anything to go by, the situation in KwaZulu-Natal can get quite messy.
Yes, of course. I think all the leaders are also aware and conscious of the facts that of the tensions and also the violence that erupted here in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, having an ugly past from the late 1980s to the early 1990s, where more than 20,000 people were killed here in the province of KwaZulu-Natal due to the political violence, especially between the two parties, the IFP as well as the ANC here in the province. So the leaders here, especially that of AmaButho yesterday, they took a very reconciliatory approach in addressing this matter, and also the ANC, of course, might have a word or two to say about calling for peace in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, especially now that we are heading to the national and provincial elections that will be taking place on the 29th of May. So they are all making sure that the province goes to those marching to those elections, having a peaceful period leading up to the elections as well. Well, yesterday AmaButho did say also did allude to the fact that they are also very worrisome about the situation that may occur or as a result of that Saturday event at KwaZulu. So that's why they are calling on all people to make sure that they are on the straight and narrow, and also they are being peaceful. They are also this province of KwaZulu-Natal is being stabilized to ensure that we have a free and fair election, especially when it comes to the politics that is being experienced in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, especially between the two political parties, the IFP as well as the ANC, which have got a large majority of supporters here, as it has been seen in previous elections, with the ANC sometimes being some ANC leading the province, and also the IFP being the official opposition in the KwaZulu-Natal legislature that is based in Pietermaritzburg.